Kismayo is the provincial city of Lawa Juba, so it attracts many people in the surrounding areas. That too many IDPs, more than 70 IDP camps in Kismayo were formed from 1991. That we can say they are chronic. So the population is too high. So in our ITFC, we receive the average of 8 patients every day. ITFC. That means inpatient. Those with severe malnutrition, severe acute malnutrition. You understand that in very short time that we have treated more than 800 patients in the ITFC. And the new ITFC program, which is newly started, I understand it is only June 12 when we have started, June 12 this year, that we have started ITFC. I'm away from the project for almost 10 days, but before that we had 230 patients in the ITFC program. The humanitarian situation is very dire, and now you can find that only Msf is the only humanitarian working which is actively working in Kismayo. Kismayo is very much populated city. It has got too many villages and too many rural areas surrounding the city. It has got a very big number of population. In Kismayo town, the estimation is that 100,000 people, and those people doing business, there might be 5% of the community. You understand that there's great need in the rest of the community. Really, people are in very bad condition while they are coming into the clinic. You understand that the criteria of admission usually accepts those people in severe malnutrition. Maybe, for example, the inpatient department. Then some people come with only malnutrition, severe malnutrition, and some other patients come with malnutrition with medical complications, other medical complications. So this with the malnutrition really recovers very quickly, and you will see him changing day after day. Sometimes it happens that we take a photo from the beginning where the child is admitted, and on the discharge date. Then when you compare the two photos, you will automatically say that this is not this person. Yeah, and you can understand that it is really a full recovery. There is one patient, a male patient, who was 5 years old. He was brought from outside Kismayo. Really, he was in very critical condition, that you could count his bones and all this. He had other medical complications according to the medical staff, and most of maybe these people who deal with medical problems, like the doctors can understand that this person might have maybe a kind of recovery in the future or maybe in the recent days, but while you are not a medic, we could say that child is going to die according to the situation that child was in. And after 21 days or 22 days, the child was completely different, very strong, energetic, and because of, if I express some of the situation that child was in, the child could not move completely. That means the child is on the bed, he cannot turn it to the other side even. That means cannot make any kind of movement. And later, the child was running from upstairs to downstairs, smiling. Yeah. So really, I will not forget that child. I will remember his case. For example, I forgot to mention that we have a very big number in our inpatient program of ITFC. That is most probably between 100 and 125 anytime. In general, what we can say is that people have too many different needs that MSF cannot respond this time. And what MSF has is very important role, but it is a very small percentage of the community need. That is point number one. The other problem we have is that supply transport. Sometimes there are no roads that make possible the safe move of what we call the supply movement. There's no airstrip that we can use in Juba, so it is too difficult to get supply. Getting supply is one of the major problems we have. And I can say if MSF would not intervene, the nutritional crisis in Kismayo and in Juba in general, the death toll would be higher.